Thanks, Lynn, for meeting with me today. The court team has asked me to speak with you in relation to some compliance issues regarding your treatment order. The DBT provider tabled a report yesterday which indicated you attended every single session, which was absolutely marvellous. The court team thought that was great, but that you're leaving the sessions early. And the DBT provider is thinking of removing you from the course on that basis. From what I understood, I thought you found the sessions helpful and that you wanted to continue with the sessions. Did I understand that correctly? Okay, all right. Okay, so you're saying that you are triggered by the ongoing talk in the sessions of ongoing drug use, that some of the participants are still using drugs recreationally, and that's causing you a great deal of anxiety because you don't want to be around people that are using drugs. You're on a treatment order and they're not. Okay, all right. You also just said that some of the participants are overtly racist to you. Is that right? That's quite troubling. All right. So is it correct that a combination of dealing with the drug talk and the racism is what's causing you to leave the sessions early? Right, okay. All right. You know that the team is here to support you, Lynn, and that it's really, really important that you tell us about these kinds of issues as they arise, or any issue for that matter. How do you think you'll respond to the court team tomorrow when they ask you about your compliance? Maybe we can talk to the team about a different DBT provider to avoid the issues you're running into at this particular one. If you did that, that might demonstrate your willingness to continue with the course and also your willingness to comply with the order. All right. There's another issue I wanted to talk to you about, and that was that you hadn't filled your prescriptions for 2 months for your psychiatric drugs. All right, so you're saying that you've stopped taking the medication because it's making you put on weight, and that your internet research revealed that the combination of those 2 drugs exacerbate anger issues. Is that right? Okay, right. All right. Well, given that compliance with the treatment regime is critical, how do you think you can reconcile the results of your research with compliance with the order? Yeah, I agree. You need to speak to the psychiatrist about this and also to the team. It may be that your medication regime can be tweaked. Different medication may not have the same side effects. So that could be really useful for you to speak with the psychiatrist about that and the team. They will probably ask you about it tomorrow. All right, the team's also aware that you're spending weekends away, not staying with your mum as per the condition of your order. You've told me that it's been very good for you because it reduces that intense emotion that you have when you have to stay with mum all the time. Sounds like there's a bit going on there. Let's have a look at your residential condition, because there's a clause there that says you have to live with your mum, but there's also an option for you to seek permission to go and stay elsewhere for 1 or more nights. How do you think you'd go about that, getting that permission? Yes, you would have to seek the leave of the court to do that, because the court's the only one that could do that. How do you think you would prove to the court that you could be trusted to stay somewhere else? Yeah, I agree. You'd have to stay at home for the next couple of weekends at least. And I think compliance with the other conditions of your order would also prove that you're serious about complying with the order. Yeah, the court would want to know where you're going to stay and who you're going to stay with. So think about all that in advance as well. Okay. All right. As your lawyer, I need to act in your best interests, and it's also that includes me warning you about the potential consequences of your actions. Lynn, on the face of it, you have breached pretty much every condition of this order, and that could result in the treatment order being revoked if the court thinks you're not taking it seriously. Now, you're telling me you're taking it seriously, but the objective evidence is that there are all those breaches. every single condition's been breached. The court will likely look on those breaches as serious. How are you going to convince the court that you want to continue with the order? Okay, I can help you with that, but for me to tell the court about the content of our conversations, you have to give me permission to do that. Do you give me permission to speak with the court about the content of our conversations? Okay, yeah, it's better if you tell the court team what's going on, but the court might ask me questions too, and I'd be able to tell them then, given you've now given me permission. So thank you for that. Thanks for meeting with me again. And we've got a plan going forward, and I'll see you at court tomorrow. Okay, thanks.